Good morning. Today is lesson 84 in the Course in Miracles. So today I get to read the 84 in Tina Spalding's book that I was trying to read yesterday. I'm so far ahead of myself. Okay, today's ideas, again, we're in a review and we're doing the first one in the morning and we're reviewing the second one in the afternoon. We are reviewing lessons 67 and 68. So we're going to start with 67. Love created me like itself. I am in the likeness of my Creator. I cannot suffer. I cannot experience loss, and I cannot die. I am not a body. I would recognize my reality today. I will worship no idols, nor raise my own self-concept to replace my higher self. I am in the likeness of my Creator. Love created me like itself. You might find these specific forms helpful in applying the idea. Let me not see an illusion of myself in this. As I look on this, let me remember my Creator. My Creator did not create this as I see it. And the second one is love holds no grievances, number 68. Grievances are completely alien to love. Grievances attack love and keep its light obscure. If I hold grievances, I'm attacking love and therefore attacking my higher self. My higher self thus becomes alien to me. I am determined not to attack my higher self, my true self, so that I can remember who I am. These specific forms for applying this idea would be helpful. This is no justification for denying myself. I will not use this to attack love. Let this not tempt me to attack myself. And that's the end of lesson 84. I just want to clarify, when I say my higher self, it's because there is in the book small s self and capital S self. And the capital S self is the higher self or the true self, in case that's not clear. So love created me like itself, and love holds no grievances. Only when we have grievances are we attacking ourselves. Only when we are against ourselves are we feeling anything other than the love that we are. And that really doesn't make any sense, because love and fear, love and grievances cannot hang out together. And so if we are holding grievances of any kind, we are denying the truth of who we are. And yet, when we remember that we are created like love, we understand that we can't be anything else. If I, DNA-wise, if I am created a Scandinavian, well, I'm actually German, but if I am a fair-skinned, light-haired, blue-eyed, and I come from fair-skinned, light-haired, blue-eyed parents, it's highly unlikely that I'm going to have dark skin, dark eyes, and any other features that my birth parents do not have. And so it's important to understand that this world resonates in the image of what the truth is. And so isn't it interesting that we are created like our parents? Isn't it interesting that we resonate with the same issues often that our family has? Because it's an energetic thing. In truth, we are all created from love. Remember that God is love. God is the same thing as love. And so if we all were created love, then the only thing we can do if we are not experiencing love and sharing love and being love is denying who we truly are. So I'm going to go on to this, Tina Spalding's reading, because what she says, or what he says, what Jesus says, is really, to me, very powerful. So listen carefully to this. I hope you get the understanding that I got when I heard this. You are blessed beings indeed. I am that one that you know as Jesus. It is important for you to deeply contemplate these lessons today, that love holds no grievances. That means when you, made of love, from love, for love, hold grievances, you use your free will to hide the truth of who you are from yourself. You suffer because you disconnect from the truth. which is that you are a loving being. This is a simple practice. Saying words like this does not seem to have great import. When you are trained in your society, you are not taught that saying words to yourself changes anything. It's an objective world, they say to you. Your thinking something different or saying something different does not make any difference out there. The out there is solid. It's a hard copy. But what we tell you is it is a printout from the software that you run in your heads. You understand this simile. It is like malware installed into your computer, and the printout becomes distorted. The words do not form properly. This is what happens in your world. The malware you installed in your head reports to you that you are ugly. You are going to die. God is vengeful. God hates you and will punish you because he even punished his most beloved son in a most horrendous way, even though that person was so good. What's going to happen to you? These are the malware stories downloaded into your hard drive, so to speak, that say these words repeatedly throughout the day. When you practice these lessons, honor them and eventually integrate them and believe them. You clean up the hard drive of your computer so that your printout will be clear, clean, and comprehensible. This is what we seek here. We seek to clean up that which does not belong in your most sacred mind. When you get a grievance, feel resentful, get angry with someone, quickly observe what happened. You have unplugged from love for a moment, and you feel awful. You want to plug back into love, so you feel good, and so you let it go. As beginner students of A Course in Miracles, you get triggered, you get emotional, and you get upset because you have so many contaminating ideas in the mind. What you can do is bring this teaching as the remedy. Instead of getting into a long, drawn-out argument with someone, you can say, this is not going to serve either of us to fight. I choose you. I choose love. I love you. You will be surprised at some of the things that happen. Some people will refuse your love. Some people will stand up and give you a hug. But you will begin to see that you do not waste your energy and your time on things you do not like and do not want to participate in anymore. This book is true medicine. It brings you peace, and you will see it as a scientific process. When you clean up the hardware and remove the malware from your programs, the printout becomes much more comprehensible. I am that one that you know as Jesus, and we will see you again tomorrow. I think the funniest part of this is dictating my age a little bit. I have continued to use the analogy of running tapes in your head. Well, tapes went out in the, 80s? I read it in a book somewhere. I don't know anything about it. It's computer time, and there is malware that has been installed since we were children. And there is malware that includes all kinds of limiting beliefs. So when we are working to clean up our diet and clean up the external clutter in our life, we are really deleting some of the files that just kind of take up random space so that we can get to the other stuff that needs to be deleted. The only thing you want left on your computer is love. The only thing that you want to live through is love. And it's really important. I love that they said, when you are in a situation and you are getting into that, you're getting drawn into that, yeah, but, or oh yeah, but situation, you can just stop and go, you know what? It's not going to do anybody any good if we just sit here and fight and argue. Imagine what would happen in our government. Imagine what would happen in all of our societies if we stopped arguing, and not necessarily shut each other out, but realized that the arguing isn't getting us anywhere. What if we stopped and listened first? One of the first things you can do with love is listen. Rather than being angry that they're saying something that disagrees with you, or they're doing something that is not in alignment with your idea of what should be done, pause and look from their perspective. See if you can gain some understanding so that you can respond lovingly and from a place of actually knowing or understanding where they're coming from. Love yourself first. You have to understand who you are in order to be able to understand who others are. So when you are arguing with yourself, when you are battling with food, alcohol, whatever, and you are hating yourself for making the choices that you are making, realize that it's important to understand the purpose of it and whether it's actually moving you towards love or it's moving you towards fear. Because oftentimes we choose to move towards fear because love actually seems more scary. Move towards love every time, and things will open up and become synchronous and flow so much more easily. This is about you accepting yourself and loving yourself and dropping all of those ways of punishing yourself, because when we stop punishing ourselves, we automatically stop punishing other people. Have a wonderful day. I hope that you go out in love and let go of all grievances and find the love and the silver lining in all things. Take care, guys. Have a great day. Bye.